Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Maya with Simply Bloom. So my last video came out, I was planting everything that was great for the late summer, early fall, or all the way to the end of fall season. So things that are beginning to bloom in September and onward. Now today, I am already thinking about next spring, late spring, early summer garden season. It's never too late to start thinking about next year and improving your garden for a beautiful show next year. That's what we're going to be doing today. So last video, when I was planting the later season interest, I was digging up some Asiatic lilies, and they're not so much spring, they're like early summer, but I just threw the bulbs in the pot. We're going to be transplanting them today. And then I also have a few irises. Now, one for sure is in a pot. The others we might have to hunt for just a little bit. All right, not much to look at. And of course, I grabbed the pot that did not have the tag. This is a pink parfait iris. I feel like it's more on like the lavender purple side, not so much pink, but it's a beautiful double iris. On some pictures I looked up look like a rose, and I was so intrigued. I don't think it gets overly tall, not as tall as some of the other bearded irises. I can't remember zone. I'm figuring something zone 3 to 9 maybe, but we're gonna get this beautiful thing planted in the ground. Two Asiatic lilies that I dug up. I don't remember their variety names, but I had a beautiful pink one, like the softest, lightest pink, and then I always found the little green tree frogs on the pink ones. I didn't find green tree frogs on any of the other colors, but they love the pink ones. I'll try to find a picture to show you. And then I also have a yellow one. And then in my rock garden, there's something I want to change up as well. I planted this alyssum, and I can't remember the variety name. Gold, something gold, it's not gold alyssum. I'll pop it up. I don't like it here. Hi Jasper. I planted an alyssum somewhere else, and I like it so much better over there. So we're gonna transplant this one and pop it next to the other one that I have. But the texture, I don't like it next to the silver mound. I think I could find something a little bit better. I want something yellow, which this alyssum does get gold yellow flowers, but I want something with yellow foliage. So either like a creeping Jenny or even this here, lemon coral sedum. I think that would look much better right there. This right here is the other alyssum, perennial alyssum that I planted. So I'm thinking somewhere over here would be pretty, either completely right next to it, at the base of that rock there, or over here somewhere next to that blue chip ajuga. I can't remember. I think they get like 8 to 10 inches wide, so I could pop it over there just to break it up a little bit. And if I can get away from Jasper, who's insisting I pet him today. Well, it's not just today, it's every day. If I move my hand. Yeah, I know, okay. My mom always told me growing up that there is always time for a hug. It doesn't matter how busy you are, you can always find time for a hug. There's always time for a hug, Jasper. Yes. All right, let's grab a shovel and get going. So I used to have a couple irises in here, and unfortunately they both died. So we'll try again. Where do I put it? Maybe here. I have a proudberry coralberry sedum, a not sedum, proudberry coralberry, a bird's nest spruce I just planted. Maybe, let's see, that gets like 4 feet wide, so out 2 feet there. That might be pretty. And I'm trying all of my asters. This is a purple dome aster. Get that nasty brown foliage on the bottom. And I don't know why. They all do. You can see right there as well. So putting something in front to kind of mask that. And then the bird's nest sedum gets like 2 to 3 feet wide, but I've seen some places say where it'll get like 4 feet wide. So that might be a really pretty texture there. Yeah, I think we'll do that. And then the other irises that I said I have to hunt for are right here. You can see there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. They're not your typical like bearded iris. I think they're a type of Siberian iris. Is it Caesar's brother? And then I have also some there. Now, I also had daylilies planted here too, but I don't see any of their leaves. I got the irises from a friend and I wasn't sure where to put them, so I just threw them here, which is someday going to be another garden. Eventually, like 10, 15 years down the road, I want it to be a nice raised bed garden with raised beds that are like 3.5 feet tall. But I'm thinking next year I want to plant in here. So anyways, I might dig up a few of those clumps as well to put somewhere. I'm just not 100% sure where they are going to go. But it's fine. They're really, really pretty blue. They like, how did I describe it? They're almost like an iridescent color. When the sun hits them just right, they kind of sparkle like a blue, purple, pink. Really, really pretty. I love using them in cut flower arrangements, but I want to get some of them out into the yard as well, because every time we mow, which isn't real often, our lawnmower has been broke all summer. So we've just been borrowing friends, but whenever we mow, we just whack it back, which, I mean, they're alive. They keep coming back. I don't know if that can kill them, but I just want to get them somewhere where they can thrive so we can see them bloom. So let's get started. All right, now that Jasper's out of the way, he's kind of ran off to do his morning rounds of the property. Look at this flower bed, this rock garden. I absolutely love it. Oh my goodness, I love it. I think someday I'll have to move that sedum as this maple kind of grows up and shades it more, but I just love the way that sedum kind of cascades over the rock and adds some color. We have some creeping Jenny that's coming down, and I'm just gonna let it kind of spread throughout this flower bed. It's not a real wide bed right here, so I might bring it out another, like, just a little ways, you know, a little ways won't hurt anything. But yeah, so pretty. Okay, you guys, I am done. I got 2 of the irises transplanted out from the future garden space. So a lot more clumps there, but that's all I have time for. I have someone coming to get a flower arrangement for her mom, so I need to go get that ready for her. But I thought I would kind of show you what I did. So we planted the second alyssum there, and I really like how that looks here better than over in the rock garden. And then I'll figure out something else to put over there. Right here, I planted the pink parfait iris, and then I have a gardenia peony that was there. I popped that out here, and I put the pink Asiatic lily there. And then right back here, I planted one of those irises, that really pretty blue iridescent iris there. And then right here, I planted the yellow Asiatic lily. I am struggling with milkweed in this bed, and then this thistle. Whatever this thistle is, it spreads by underground runners, and I cannot seem to get rid of it. So I'm hoping if I just fill the space in here with other perennials, it'll kind of help choke those out. Probably not, but someone can hope. And then everything else in this bed is looking so pretty. The turtle heads, the Goldstrom Rudbeckia, which if you missed that video, I did a video on everything I want to change in my garden for next year. I love this plant. I'm not getting rid of it. I just want to change it somewhere towards the back of the flower bed, because look at all this beautiful stuff back there you can't even see. So I want to switch things around, but oh man, I love it. And then right here, I planted another one of the pink Asiatic lilies. It's kind of a gopher mound right there that I kind of squished flat. We'll see. The gopher might come back and eat my bulbs. We'll see what happens. I don't know what happened to this rose. It was looking so great, and then it just looks bad now. Very wimpy. We did get our first frost, but I don't think that's what did it, because it was a light frost. I don't know what happened. It's turning wimpy, brown, crispy. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. Anyways, and then right here, I planted another one of those irises to just fill in, and it's by a peony. Can't remember which peony variety that is, but I think it will look really, really pretty. That's it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.